Tēnā koutou katoa. Hello, friends and colleagues. Happy 5th anniversary Cochrane Rehabilitation from Aotearoa, New Zealand. My name is William Levack, Professor of Rehabilitation from the University of Otago. For 5 years now, Cochrane Rehabilitation has been finding and cataloguing Cochrane reviews relevant to the practice of clinical rehabilitation. We have identified well over 1,000 high-quality reviews that provide the latest best evidence regarding rehabilitation interventions. These reviews are on topics ranging from Pilates for low back pain to mental practice for treating upper extremity deficits in people with hemiparesis after stroke, through to communication interventions for minimally verbal children with autism spectrum disorder, through to interventions to support people with severe mental health conditions gain competitive employment. In fact, reviews on rehabilitation topics make up almost 10% of all published reviews in the Cochrane Library. It's hard to think of an area of practice in rehabilitation where there are not yet any Cochrane rehabilitation reviews. So why is it important to find Cochrane evidence relevant to rehabilitation? There are a number of answers to this question. Firstly, cataloguing these reviews helps us share this knowledge base with people working in the field of rehabilitation. The Cochrane Rehabilitation website contains lists of these reviews that can be sorted by health condition and professional areas of practice. Just click on the link to evidence on the Cochrane Rehabilitation homepage to find out more. Secondly, analysis of these reviews helps us identify areas of practice where there's been a lot of attention versus areas where further systematic reviews still need to be conducted. In other words, this work can help us identify gaps in our evidence base. Thirdly, we in Cochrane Rehabilitation have also used our catalogue of reviews to inform other work. Identification of rehabilitation reviews has aided the selection of topics for Cochrane Rehabilitation's e-book. Also, by looking at difficult decisions regarding the classification of reviews, we've been able to contribute to the discussion on the development of a better definition of rehabilitation for scientific purposes. Furthermore, by analysing samples of reviews from our catalogue of rehabilitation-relevant Cochrane publications, we've been able to gather information about strengths and weaknesses in aspects of the practice of review production, such as around the handling of control groups in meta-analyses on rehabilitation topics, for example. Cochrane reviews are, of course, worth reading because they provide the current best evidence regarding the effectiveness of specific interventions relevant to your clinical practice. Cochrane reviews can be trusted because they are scientifically rigorous, comprehensive, and because they are fiercely independent of political or commercial agendas. So why is it important to find Cochrane evidence relevant to rehabilitation? Cochrane evidence is trustworthy, it's informative, it's extensive, and it's practical. Cochrane evidence helps us examine assumptions, test our beliefs about what evidence exists to support clinical decision-making, and challenges us to think rationally and critically about clinical practice. Happy anniversary, Cochrane Rehabilitation colleagues and community. Best wishes for the next 5 years. May they continue to be as productive and as successful as these last 5 years.